today's video, we're going to show you how to rinseless wash, but on a Bugatti. Welcome back to the channel. This is Ryan with Fine Detailing. Thank you so much for joining. If this is your first time, please consider liking the video and subscribing. I have a special guest with me today. This is Jason Otterness from Car Supplies Warehouse. We are not in my garage. We are in Monterey, California. We're with Team PNS this week, and we're at the Monterey Car Show. All right, guys, so there's two different methods to rinseless washing. They're heavily contested. The first one is, should we use a sponge or should we use the towel method?
Towel.
Towel.
For sure.
Jason loves the towel. He doesn't like the sponge. I think I prefer the sponge. So what we're gonna do is, I'll put up on the screen, there's actually a fair amount of dirt and dust on this car. Bugs, mosquitoes randomly on this car. By the way, guys, this is up for auction today or tomorrow, I think, for $3.5 million is the reserve.
Yeah, almost nothing.
Almost nothing. So this is a tall task for rinseless wash. So we're gonna see if we can wash it safely, and hopefully we're not gonna introduce any scratching or marring, and we're gonna go through. So half the car Jason's gonna wash with towels, half the car I'm gonna wash with a sponge, and then we'll try and get you some shots. Unfortunately, it's pretty dusty, so I don't know if we have those before shots of scratches, but it looks pretty well dialed in. So we'll take you through this today, guys. Drop your comments below. Let me know what you prefer, whether it is towels or a sponge method, but we're gonna get after it. All right, guys, we are using Absolute since we're here with Team PNS this week. This is a great polymer-based rinseless wash, really good for cleaning, provides great lubrication. So this calls to be 256 to 1 in the bucket, so we have about 2.5 gallons. So we're just gonna do 2 capfuls. There we go. And so we pre-filled our IK sprayer here. We have our sponges, and then we have our towels off camera, and then we're gonna get to it. So today we're gonna be using the Rad Company FTW. This is a great versatile towel. You can use this pretty much for any job on the car. Do you want the IK or the spray bottle?
So I like to just use the bucket.
Okay.
And then squeeze this out. You don't want it too dripping. I get it to where it's just a little bit dripping, and I'll just use the towel, and I like to clean it. I mean, one of the most important things about rinseless is cleaning your towels multiple times to get it there. So I have one wet towel with the Absolute, and then one dry towel, and I'll do small sections at a time.
Okay. Do you pre-spray though, or no, to help encapsulate dirt?
Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah. This is the Rad Company Ultra Safe Sponge. So I do like to pre-spray, so we're gonna do it in small sections, guys. The windows on this car are open, so we can't really saturate the roof, so we do need to be mindful of that, but let's get after it. Yeah, pretty slick on the surface. I'd imagine this car is ceramic coated. So I'm just going in straight lines, guys. Now, the theory is, see, we've got some grit here. So I've got some grit there. So I'm gonna stop and we're gonna rinse this out. And that should release it, and if it doesn't, you can go after it. So I feel pretty safe about that. And then the other side, we can always flip the sponge. And I'm just going in straight lines here, keeping it safe.
All right, the towel. What I like about the towel is you have 8 different sides. So fold it here into 4s, and now with very light pressure, I do one even wipe down, and you can see I get a bunch of dirt there. I don't want to use that same side, so now I'll flip it. And I have 4 different sides here. No pressure at all. You don't want to scrub anything. You're just getting the surface dirt off of this. Nice and easy. And after all that, use the second towel, dry towel here, and that's where you can wipe it and dry it at the same time. So easy.
So I think that's probably one of the safer methods. So I've just rinsed my side, so we've cleaned it. So now there's some rinses left on the surface. So it's optional if you want to mist a little bit, kind of like as an additional drying aid. And then we have our drying towel here, and this is just gonna be no pressure. And we're just gonna dry the surface.
This is just one of many methods of washing a vehicle. Obviously, there's methods for different types of situations. We're at a car show, we don't have access to water, so this is a great, safe way to get all the dust off of these cars and make them look shiny.
Yeah, exactly. These, you know, I mean, sure, would we love to kind of give this a foam bath and have a lot of fun, but, you know, we can't, unfortunately. As you see, this car is on a stage for auction. So this is the best way we think to do it. We don't endorse the dusting tools, so you definitely don't want to do that. You want to use rinseless wash. We don't want to take a quick detailer just to kind of dusty or gritty paint. You definitely want to do the rinseless wash first, and then what we'll do at the end is we're going to finish it with I think we're using Defender, aren't we?
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna use P&S Defender just to kind of give it that final pop of gloss. All right, so check this section out, guys. Ton of grit in there. That's the first thing that's going to scratch your car, right? So what I'm going to do is, I know we're on a stage, but there's not really a better way to clean it, so I am going to saturate this area a little bit more to hopefully try and spray that out through the vent. And I'm going to put this on more of a jet setting. That's as kind of as good as I can get it in there. I don't want to get too close to the car and scratch it. So what I'll do is I'll get a separate towel and I'll try and wipe that as gently as possible. It's kind of our only option at this point, especially where we're at, right? Normally you'd want to get a pressure washer, foam that on, rinse it off, but that's kind of the best we can do with the dirt we have. So we'll get after it. How's it going?
I mean, no scratches. It looks pretty good. There's some water spots in there, but
Oh yeah.
that didn't happen from my towel.
So we're going the roof, so I'm gonna switch to the spray bottle, not the IK. It puts out a little too much product. So I'm just gonna kind of heavily saturate this way. Okay, you need any?
Yeah, I do. Top to bottom, too. It's easier to get the top first and then move your way down the car. Ryan got my side all wet, so I gotta wipe it.
Oh, sorry,
again.
you already did that? So again, with the rinseless sponge, I'm applying no pressure, guys. There's slits in the sponge, so any bigger grit, in theory, should get trapped in there. All right, guys, that was a rinseless wash on a Bugatti. The same principles apply for any vehicle that you're rinseless washing. Again, whether it's a $3.5 million supercar or
A plane.
a plane
Yeah.
that's outside, or a Toyota Corolla, right? So hopefully that added a little bit of value to your lives. Let me know in the comments if you had any questions, what your favorite rinseless wash is. That would be super helpful to know. But we are going to finish today with, again, since we're here with PNS, we're using PNS Inspiration Defender. This is an SiO2 protectant.
Yeah, great
looks like
product.
standalone. Okay. Standalone protection. I asked Sydney off camera, and she mentioned that on this car, because it doesn't get touched or washed, it probably is going to last up to 6 to 12 months even, right? Because these cars typically don't get driven very much. But this is a great option for a ceramic coated car or a non-ceramic coated car. So it also mentions you can spray it directly on the paint or into your towel. So again, whatever you choose to do, you could do that. So I think, what do you prefer, Jason? Towel or paint?
I spray right on the towel because usually if there's any wind or anything, it'll spread and you'll see
Overspray?
little dots. So
Okay.
yeah.
So we're prime our towel here.
Yeah.
Get that on there. Let's see how we apply this.
Wipe on, wipe off product, simple to use, small sections. It's gonna add gloss, add slickness, which everybody loves.
Everybody loves this. Would be great
Yes.
right before the auction.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get my second towel here.
Doing a
Straight
great
lines.
job.
Thanks, brother.
Man, you've done this before, haven't you? Look, no scratches either.
No scratches and quite slick. Wow,
Yeah.
quite slick. I can't tell. Is this PPF'd? Probably, right?
There is some, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there we go, guys.
Easy enough, right?
Easy enough. Rinseless wash, add a little bit of protection, 6 to 12 months, and now you have a show car ready car. All right, any final thoughts, Jason?
Can I get my keys so I can leave now?
Yes, absolutely. Have you ever washed a Bugatti?
I have,
Okay.
but not rinseless, so that was a new one.
Okay, that was my first time with the Bugatti and rinseless on a Bugatti. Again, guys, thank you so much for joining. I hope that was valuable. Jason, thank you for joining me today.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it. My car wash buddy for the week. Stay tuned for some more content, guys.